Okay, so last week I posted my kind of starting over video because it had been like 9 months since I had really posted on here, and I had fallen off with all of my any sort of diet or working out or anything. So I was just starting off at kind of a blank slate, and so far it's going really well. I'm feeling really good for right now. Um, I also mentioned that I was kind of going to kick it off with a fast, and so that's what I did. I did an extended fast for, it was like 80 hours total, I think was what the fast was. And that went well. Uh, but to be completely honest, I don't know if I would have been able to keep up with it as well unless I had done it the way that I did it, which was I secluded myself in a cabin in the middle of nowhere. I didn't bring a ton of food with me. I just brought a few things just in case like it was too much and my blood sugar was getting too low, which did happen a couple of times on the fast after day 2. And so I've got a whole video where I filmed the whole process of me going through the fast and what happened with my blood sugar and everything. So if you want to watch that, that's the previous video. But basically, I was good on day 1 and day 2 completely. And then I think it was day 3 that I woke up with like a headache, and I checked my blood sugar and it was really low. It was like in the 40s. And so I was like, okay, I've got to eat something to get my blood sugar up because I didn't feel like that was healthy. And so I ate 2 mandarin oranges and a handful of nuts, and then that kind of bumped my blood sugar up. And then I kept fasting, and then I think it was the next morning, I think I had another headache, and so I ate another orange and some nuts. But even with eating that, I still kind of stayed in ketosis because I guess it was so little that it didn't bump me out of ketosis, but it kept my blood sugar in a range that didn't make me feel awful. I would suggest, if you're gonna do a fast, to get a blood sugar monitor. And so this is what I did. I monitored my blood sugar definitely in the morning and at night, and I think sometimes in the middle of the day, or if I felt like something was off or something felt weird. So I would highly recommend getting some sort of blood sugar monitor. I got this one off of Amazon. It's Keto Mojo, and I really like it because it has an app that you can look at and see like your past readings and everything, just to make sure you're doing it safe and everything. Another thing that helped me was the fact that I was documenting it. So I don't know if you guys have a YouTube channel or some place to document it, but like knowing that I was going to be making a video, even if no one was watching it, just the fact that I knew that I was going to be making a video kind of helped me stay on it and not kind of falter from it. So yeah, so that went well. When I got back, I had lost about 5 pounds, a little less than 5 pounds, but around 5 pounds. Some of that was probably water weight, but hopefully some of it was fat. Hopefully not much muscle was lost, but I don't think I had that much muscle to begin with because I haven't been working out that much. I did do some measurements, and I didn't lose like a whole lot in my measurements. And someone made a suggestion of maybe instead of, or in addition to taking measurements, to try on some clothes that don't fit. That way I can kind of see the progress in that way, to kind of get a feel for if the clothes are fitting differently or if they look differently. So I am going to do that in this video. I'm going to try to find some jeans or something I can wear that isn't like leggings or something stretchy, to try those on so we can use that to also track some of the progress. But yeah, overall it's been really good. After I got back, I decided, I don't know if I mentioned this, but the fasting, another thing that it did was it really helped me to be able to, I don't know, it kind of like reset my mind with my thinking around food and cravings and things like that. So one thing I noticed when I was there, I was like, man, when I get home, I just wanted to eat like healthy stuff. I was like, I'm not even craving like anything super unhealthy. So it kind of, I think, reset, yeah, just the types of foods that I was craving and stuff like that. And so it seems to be easier now to make better food decisions. Um, so yeah, I think that was a benefit. And so now what I'm doing for at least the next week is I'm going to be doing alternate day fasting, kind of mixed with one meal a day. So when I got back on Wednesday, I had a big dinner that night. And then Thursday, I wasn't super hungry. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to fast on Thursday and then I'm going to eat on Friday. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been eating a big dinner, then fasting the next day, then eating one big dinner, and then fasting the next day. And I don't know, if you're someone who counts calories, like if you eat a big dinner, like that can be a lot of calories. Like you can easily get 1,200, 1,500, 1,600, 2,000 calories just in one meal. So, you know, that's what I've been doing, just one meal a day on the days that I do eat. And so far, I feel really good. Like, I feel like it could just be my hormone cycle, but for right now, you know, because some weeks on your hormone cycle, you just have a bunch of energy. But I will say I do have a lot of energy. The last few days, I cleaned my house and did some yard work yesterday. I'm going to be cleaning and doing a lot of stuff around the house again today. I feel like I have a ton of energy to do that. So far I'm feeling really good on like my energy based on like my ketone levels and stuff. It does seem like my fat burning is kicking in quicker than when I first did that fast, because it seemed like it took over 2 days to really kick into where my body was developing ketones. But now it seems to be kicking in a little bit faster. So hopefully that means I'm burning fat. I don't know. This is just an experiment, so we'll see how it turns out. But yeah, that's my plan. And also my plan is to not work out every day, but to work out on the mornings after the nights that I eat. So I'm planning to eat tonight, and then I'm gonna work out tomorrow morning, and then I'm gonna fast Tuesday, and then I'll work out Wednesday morning. Or no. I'm gonna work out tonight. Sorry. So this is Sunday. I'm gonna have a big meal tonight. I'm gonna work out in the morning, Monday, fast Monday, and then Tuesday, I'm gonna have a big meal Tuesday night, work out Wednesday morning, fast Wednesday morning. So basically, I'm gonna be working out on my fasting days. Yeah, I'm gonna be working out on the days that I'm fasting in the morning, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Those are also gonna be my fasting days. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday are gonna be the days that I eat one big meal at night. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, since that day, I've lost like another pound since Wednesday. So doing this so far, I'm not losing as much weight, but still a pound within like a few days is a lot, really a lot of weight to lose, because usually they say it's like half a pound a week is pretty good. So yeah, like I said, I'm not going to do this indefinitely. It's just until I kind of get my body fat down and everything, and then I'm going to look at something that maybe, you know, a little bit more sustainable, figure out what my maintenance calories are, and go with that. So I guess that's it. I will, I guess, kind of show you a little bit on the apps, and then I will do my measurements and see where we're at. Okay, so I'm just gonna run through these two apps real quick. One thing I forgot to mention is even on my fasting days, my goal is to try to get 10,000 steps a day. So I'm gonna try to keep up with that as well. And just looking at my weight, I have a scale that connects to my Fitbit, so it's really nice when I weigh myself. Most of the time it connects and puts the weight in here. So there where it says last week, that was the week that I fasted. And on the 8th, I took my weight and it was 163. And then Wednesday, when I got back, I was down to 158.3, so almost 5 pounds. I ate Wednesday, and then Thursday morning, my weight was up just a little bit. I guess I didn't weigh on Friday, and then Saturday it was down to 158.1, and then today when I weighed this morning, it was 157.5. So it's definitely on a downward trend. So we'll just see what happens with my weight and measurements over this next week or two, doing this alternate day fasting and starting to incorporate the workout since I didn't work out at all last week. So we'll see if the workouts have any effect on things. So we'll just see how it goes. And then let's go into my app here. So this is the app I was talking about that goes along with my glucose and ketone monitor. And I've got all my measurements, but I'm not gonna run through them. You can watch my last video to see when I took all these, measurements. But you can see here on this one day, I'd fasted fully for 2 whole days. And then the next morning when I woke up, my glucose went down pretty low, and then it was down the next morning. So yeah, I really like this where you can just kind of keep up with it and watch it. And it's also got this little graph, and you can see kind of how the glucose levels and the ketones kind of offset each other. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's how I'm going to be measuring that throughout this time. So I guess next I'm just gonna get into it. So here's how I look in the same clothes as last week. Like, I don't expect to see like a huge difference yet. I think I'll see a bigger difference once I start working out. But yeah, I feel about the same as last week. So get out this measuring tape and we'll see what we've got. So start with the band. Go around here. Saying 32.25. Oh, 0.25. Last week it was 33.5. So I did lose there. That's where I noticed when I got back from the trip that I had lost. And let's go up here. It's looking like 37. Last week it was almost 38. Wait, no, last week it was almost 39. So yeah, I definitely lose. In my chest, it's the first thing to gain, first thing to lose. I don't think whenever I measured on Wednesday, I hadn't lost any on my waist. So we'll see what it says this time. $35.5. Last week it was 36. So I did lose about ½ an inch in my waist. And I just measure my waist right at my belly button. I don't know. And then with my hips, I know you're supposed to measure like at the widest point is what they say, but I just feel for my hip bones. That way I'm kind of measuring at the same spot every time. So here's where my hip bones are. And it's 42.75. 42.75. Last week it was 44, so I did lose a little bit in my hips. And then my thighs, I measure 6 inches up from this little crease in my knee. So there's 6 inches. But yeah, I do think that was a really good idea. Like, I think clothes is gonna be a little bit better way to measure it. And this is 22, and I think that's exactly what it was last time. So, oh, it was 22.5. So, okay. So I did lose a little bit everywhere. Some places more than others. So yeah, we'll see how it goes next week. I will say, even though I didn't sorry. Even though I didn't measure my arms, I do feel like my arms are leaning out a little bit. And I feel like I'm starting to notice it in my face as well. So yeah, those measurements aren't really going to tell the whole picture. I would love to be able to get DEXA scans like consistently, or even like an in-body scan consistently to see, but I don't have that around here right now. I could probably do in-body scans. I may throw that in. I may start doing like maybe a weekly in-body scan too, just to see how those compare. But yeah, for now that's what it is. Let me dig through my closet and try to find some jeans or something. I haven't worn jeans in such a long time. I've just been wearing like leggings or like looser clothes. So let me see what I can find and then try those on. Okay, so I did find a pair of jeans. These are fit jeans. They are a little bit stretchy, so we'll see how these go. I remember the last time I wore them, they were pretty tight, and I contemplated whether to just put them on and then film, but I think I want to film myself putting them on just to see if there's a struggle, and then we can compare the struggle maybe as well. So here are the fit jeans. They are going to be a little bit of a struggle because they've got these holes in them, I think. Oh yeah, these are not going to fit. Okay, that was the easy part. Okay, I've got them up. But like I said, these are pretty stretchy, so okay. So this is how they look. Let's see if I can, I don't want to button them because I know how that's gonna look and it's not gonna look too good. So here's how they look unbuttoned. Okay, they're high rise, so it's not too bad, but you can see okay, maybe these aren't the greatest just because they're so stretchy. Like I can squat down in them or whatever. Let me see if I can find something else. Okay, so I found some shorts to try. I've got 3 different pairs. One of them I think is going to be pretty easy to get on. The other 2, I don't know if I'll be able to even pull them up. So here's the first pair. These are a size 28. And they are a little bit stretchy. The other 2 aren't. That's why I think I will be able to pull these up, but probably not the other 2. Okay, let's see if I can button them. Yes. But I really think the only way I was able to do that is because they're so stretchy, but here's how they look. So I've got a little bit of this, a little bit of this. All right, let's try the other 2. Do this off camera in case I pull something else off with them. Okay, I have these that I apparently have not ever worn. These are also a size 28. And these have no stretch whatsoever. I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull them up. If I do get them up, definitely will not be able to button them. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm gonna get these off. Okay, so here's how they look. Not able to button at all. All right, last pair. These last pair are my skinny shorts. Like, these were the shorts I used to wear a lot when I was, oh my gosh. Okay, got them off. So these are the shorts I used to wear a lot when I was thin. These are a size 11, I guess, or a size 6. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull them up at all. Yeah, there's no way. So this, can I get it? I don't know. I think if I do get it, I won't be able to get them off. So this is how these are fitting. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there's point of comparison. So I might try those again in like a month or two and just see how it compares. So yeah, I guess that's it for this next week. I'm gonna be doing the alternate day fasting, 1 meal a day, working out 3 times. We'll see how next week is going.